Yo, it's your boy BigDonSkillz dropping another video. Man, it's been like a week or so since I've been posting another video, man. I had to get back into the groove, man. My groove hasn't been there lately, but we're gonna be talking about the Call of Duty beta here real fast. If you all don't know, the beta's been going on pretty much in different zones for the past week, with PS4 getting first access and then having a PC and Xbox open beta towards the end of the week, where crossplay was enabled. So after playing this, I've been playing the last few Call of Duties, and like a lot of people, I really haven't been enjoying them that much. I like Black Ops 3 when I first played it, but then that game eventually fell off. A lot of people don't like the jetpacks. When I played Black Ops 4, I didn't really like Black Ops 4 because everybody was walking tanks. Then they moved super fast, so it was just super hard to kill people. The Infinite Warfare, World War II, Call of Duty just hasn't really been up to speed the past few years. So they finally went back to the quote-unquote roots, as people say. Or this is back to, you can compare this to the Modern Warfare 2, and even Modern Warfare 3 days, where you don't have all these jetpacks flying around. You don't have to heal after you get shot. A lot of these features have been they're just completely gone. And this is a good thing. This is something that I feel like so many people have wanted for so long. But then it's kind of funny, the Call of Duty community as a whole really likes to complain about the things that they requested for. So, you know how that is. Now, what comes different with this game is that it feels a lot different, but at the end of the day, it's still Call of Duty. The main thing with this game, and a lot of people were comparing it to, is Battlefield and Rainbow Six Siege, which I kind of agree with. At the same time, it's still the core Call of Duty gameplay. It's still Call of Duty. But I've noticed in this game in particular, you aren't rewarded for rushing and playing aggressive. At least not yet, according to the, with just everything we had in the beta. If you rush these corners, which you'll probably see in my gameplay, whenever you see me rush a corner, more than likely I'm gonna get destroyed, especially because I'm using an LMG right now. So things like this are pretty important, where you're gonna find a lot more people camping. You're gonna find a lot more people holding down high ground, as you see in the clip right here. I'm aiming at windows, I'm aiming at certain doors, because I know a lot of people are gonna be on that high ground. And that's one thing people are gonna have to get used to in this game. There's a lot of subtle things that are different that you really have to account for. Like in any other Call of Duty, it's always nice to have the high ground, but you can still, run around and do your thing. But on this game in particular, the time to kill is very, very fast, especially coming from Black Ops 4, where it was literally like Halo trying to kill people. So that's a nice improvement, or a nice change, I would say. The customization too, they have the gunsmith. The gunsmith is pretty cool, even though I don't know if the beta has doesn't have all the things that are unlocked, but you have this option where you can put different attachments to your gun. And like Battlefield 4, if anyone's played Battlefield 4, when you equip attachments, most of them give you a positive and a negative. So let's say you put, I'm just making this up, but if you put like a flash hider, you may have that presence hitting on the map when you're firing, but then maybe your range is a little bit shorter, or, things like that. With the suppressor, same thing. Suppressor, usually it's harder to hear, but you have a reduction in range. And they did that with attachments on this game. It's kind of interesting because if you rock iron sights, your aim down sight speed is fastest. When you start adding attachments, a lot of the attachments actually lower your aim down sight time, which I find interesting. I don't know how I feel about it though. We'll probably need more stuff as the game comes out. But yeah, I think it's fun so far. There's a new mode called, or not a new mode, but it's Ground War, right? Ground War has been revamped in a Battlefield style, where they literally swagger jacked Battlefield, which we all know Call of Duty literally will just swagger jack any other shooter that's on the market. They did it with so many other games in the past. But this is actually really kind of sad for Battlefield, for a lot of Battlefield fans, like including myself. It just goes to show how hard Battlefield has fallen off in the past few years, with like Battlefield 5, which I think is actually a good game, but just had so much controversy around it, and they were so awful with just releasing this so-called, free DLC, that EA shot themselves in the foot. And now you have Call of Duty, who's like, I think, taking advantage of the fact that like Battlefield 5 was garbage in the eyes of most people and really shunned away a lot of the Battlefield fans. And they just put the nail on the coffin right now. I think this is really, really bad for the future of Battlefield franchise, because Call of Duty just said, hey, we can do what you can do and we can make it almost as good, you know. They have essentially conquest mode. Ground War is changing the conquest mode. They have big maps. They have helicopters flying around. You capturing the point. It's literally conquest Battlefield. And although it's fun, it's all right. Battlefield does it better, but at the same time, like I said, Call of Duty's taking over with it. But with this beta in particular, the good things about it is the gunplay feels really nice. I enjoy the gunplay a lot in Call of Duty as usual. But at the same time, you know, you get that shoot first, die first. That will never go away. I wish it would, but it just will never go away. And also, as you'll probably see right here, how I'm holding this corner down. If you hit corners too fast, you will get destroyed because somebody's always looking for you. They are always looking for you. So you may think you're safe by like running across the street real quick. Boom, you're dead instantly. That's just how it is. It's unfortunate, but it's true. The thing I don't really care for is the maps. I don't like the maps right now. I think they are kind of layered. They're like overly layered. And that's a good and bad thing. I don't mind depth to the maps. But at the same time, they still feel the similar traditional like 3-lane where people are holding spots down. It's still really hard to get to where you need to go. Especially in the big team modes where you can easily hold off chunks of the entire map, and then you're trying to get out of your spawn because you've lost spawn points, you lost the capture points and things like that. I think the maps, at least the ones they've given us in the beta, are like, ugh. They feel like revamped versions of like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 maps, but they just feel like very generic. There doesn't feel like there's a lot of thought put into them. Overall, though, the beta's fun, and am I copping this game? Yeah, probably gonna cop it. This has convinced me to come back to Call of Duty, surprisingly, because I make the same mistake that most people make, where it's like, I'm not buying this doggone game. I'm not buying this game. Oh my goodness, why did I buy Call of Duty? $60 down the drain, and then I get mad at myself for wondering why I bought it. But I think this one is good, man. This really feels like Modern Warfare 2, which is my favorite Call of Duty. If you like Black Ops 2, if you like Black Ops, I think those fans, the old school Call of Duty fans, as you may say, they're really going to gravitate more towards this game. But yeah, that's all I really had to say. Just wanted to talk about it. A little freestyle off the top of the dome. Just want to talk about Call of Duty real quick. I know my YouTube content hasn't really been consistent lately as I'm still experimenting with the channel. But as always, I'm open to suggestions for content. Like I said, I know my channel is all over the place, but I want feedback. I like to improve. I like to practice. So please let me know. And I'll make a video if I like the idea, and I'll give you a shout out in it. So thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. Thank you once again. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day. Peace out. Deuces.